Hey everyone. In today's lesson, we're going to take a look at how to apply the distance formula to find the distance between 2 points on a coordinate plane. Alright, so given our 2 points, x1, y1, and x2 and y2, you're going to first off label your points, obviously. And then from there, you're going to be plugging them into this formula here, which is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Distance will always be positive. You should never come out of this with a negative answer because it's impossible to have the square root of a negative number and for your answer to be real. All right, so let's take a look at an example of how to do this. Okay, so given this graph, we have our 2 points here. First thing I want to do is I want to label my 2 points. So up here we have, I'm going to call this my x1 and my y1. All right, and that coordinate is -5, 5. All right, and then down here we have our second coordinate, so I'm going to label this my x2 and y2. All right, and that's the point 1, -2. All right, so now that we have our points, we've figured out the coordinates that they are. We're going to use those to plug in to our formula. All right, so we have distance is equal to the square root of x2, which is 1, minus x1, which is -5, so it's going to be minus a -5 squared, plus in parentheses y2, which is -2, minus y1, which is 5, and again, that is squared. All right, so let's go ahead and do the parentheses. We're going to get d equals the square root of, now 1 minus a -5 becomes 1 plus 5, okay, which becomes 6 squared. And then we get -2 minus 5, which is -7 squared. Okay, so 6 squared gives us 36. -7 squared is like saying -7 times -7, so that's going to be positive 49. Add those together, 36 and 49, that's going to give me the square root of 85. Plug that into the calculator, and the square root of 85 is about 9.2. You could also use simplifying operations to simplify your radical here. We talked about that in earlier lessons. So you could also possibly break down 85 and simplify as a radical. In this case, I just went with the decimal answer here. But either are technically acceptable answers. All right, that's pretty much all there is to know as far as distance formula goes. Again, you're just finding your 2 points, x1, y1, x2, y2, plug them into the formula, solve the inside, and then take the square root.